Yeah, goddamn, James. Look at how much MP he has now. It's crazy. Oh, more haunted furniture. Haven't seen them in a bit. Got smacked. Okay, another level up for Koudelka. Now, I do want to keep increasing her intelligence, but, it might be time to start upping her vitality, I think. Hmm. Oh, nice, we got some more listels. We see a closet. Let's open it back up. And we found a rope ladder. Let's take it. There's going to be a boss coming up that can be a little difficult, and it's recommended that you have all your characters have about 1,000 HP or so. Okay, so now that we have the rope ladder, we can descend this gap over here. Alright, down we go. It's a weird looking enemy. Yeah! Punch and kick it. Ow! Okay, another level up for Edward. Oh, open the door, please. I thought that was a door anyway. Something's not right. Okay. Okay, more pistol rounds. Yeah, something's not right. Alright, everyone's at full health. MP is almost capped, so... Okay. You found a red glass part. Well, let's take it. Okay, so the boss this time is ourselves. Or to be more accurate, doppelgangers of ourselves. Alright, so we should try to take out the Koudelka first. Ow. Oh, he's got AoE attacks. That's like the level 2 version. Ow. Actually did a decent chunk of damage there. Oh, nice. Her flare increased to level 2. That's good. Okay. Doppelganger Koudelka is gone. Alright, you go ahead and heal him. Thank you very much. Now, when a spell reaches the second level, its damage increases and it becomes AoE, but its MP cost increases as well. So that's something that you gotta be careful of. Alright, so Doppelganger Edward is down now. Let's go get Doppelganger James now. That's gonna hurt. Yep. Glad he didn't target Edward with that. Oh, and we got him. Alright, so goodbye to the Doppelgangers. Oh, another level up for James. Cool. We got an Icon's earring, 2 high potions, 4 panaceas, or for panaceas, and we learned the revive spell. So that's awesome. Okay, so we now have another full heal and a regular save point now. Now, there's a picture in the stained glass of a martyr being burned at the stake. There's some kind of writing in red at the bottom, but it's legible because of the other colors. Maybe you had something red to rub against it, you could make out the letters. You use the red glass part. The numbers 7038 written in Greek appear. As you look at the numbers, you remember that the chest on the second floor had a 4-digit lock on it. Okay. Edward utters a deep sigh as he stands in front of the stained glass.
Did you see all those bodies? Be quite a party if they were alive.
They've probably been abandoned for hundreds of years. Must be some fascinating old stories.
I saw some pretty fresh ones, too. One who was shot, one who'd been cracked in the head with an axe, and some with no visible signs of injury. They must have been poisoned.
I bet the new ones were fortune seekers like us. That old couple must
You
have
mean to tell me they killed all those people? Rubbish!
All those deaths are rubbish?
They're all liars and thieves anyway. This is still a monastery. This is still God's house, prison or no. Why all those liars and heathens are killed is none of my concern.
How could you possibly say a thing like that? That doesn't sound very priestly.
I am not a priest. I am a bishop.
I don't give a rat's ass what you are. Look, I'm not saying that all of those people were saints, okay? But that doesn't mean that they should be put to death.
You saw that old...
Right.
They're so well-mannered, kind. You think they're killers?
Good manners?
Yes.
Think about it. Why would they leave the place such a mess?
I don't know.
You think they'd at least bury the body?
Possibly.
Anyway, I have this strange feeling we're not alone with all these bodies and ghosts. You'd better keep your mouth shut. If you want to live.
They really do just bicker over everything. But yeah, James has a pretty high opinion of himself and a pretty low opinion of people he considers, you know, beneath him. Like I said, James is quite the character. Alright, so we need to go back up the rope ladder and then use that code on that box that we couldn't open up earlier. Bye, doggy. Oh, okay. You dropped more whiskey. So let's climb back up. Alright, so let's unlock this box. So it's 70, 38. The lock opened. We found the guard's diary. Let's read it. I seem to recall that this is kind of a long file. 1st of June, 1716. It's been 2 months since I left Canterbury, owing to my stay at St. Clair's. Lord Webster had said that the weather would be warm at this time of the year, but it's still brisk in the fishing villages lining the coast. Oh. After days of being knocked about in a carriage, I have finally arrived at Nemeton Prison, an evil-looking place leering down on a barren plain from atop, a cliff battered by the chill sea breezes. Lord Webster told me to keep the strictest confidence. I cannot say what lies within this old, lonely building, only that while I am yet young, I have been a guard many years, but I've never seen nor heard of a jail built in a place such as this. While Lord Webster didn't tell me much about the prison's history, it's easy to imagine the part this forbidding place played in quieting conspiracies and political struggles. Although I do not look forward to spending my days here, I have no choice. My family depends on it. 2nd of June. Nemeton Prison, a hell on earth. While conditions here are no worse than Newgate, they are no better. I had imagined it would be so, but imagining a thing and actually experiencing it are very different. I shudder to think of the countless souls imprisoned here over the centuries. There are people from all walks of life here, from members of the Pale removed from contention for an inheritance to simple barbers locked away to prevent them from repeating what they innocently heard while performing their jobs. Locked away and tortured and killed. My research into the prison's records show that only a select few of those sent here were ever convicted of a crime. This is not the simple prison it claims to be. It is rather simply a dungeon, where those in power seal away those without it who stood in their way. How ironic that this place, built as a house of God, should become a house of horrors forsaken by him. I've discovered something nearly impossible to believe, because I do not wish to. According to the prison records, from 1632 to year last, over 8,200 people have met their maker within these walls. And these are only those for whom there are records. How many more hapless souls have died locked away here, with no one even caring? Today I was ordered by the warden to watch over the prisoners in the West Wing. Although this is my first assignment since arriving, I do not look forward to it. This is different from punishing some simple beggars. What sort of man could take pleasure in beating women and children? Received a letter from Mum in Southampton today. She complains that I wasn't able to attend my sister's wedding. Apparently she married a Gibbs boy, one of the wealthier landowning families in the area. I'm sure she'll be happy. She's been brought up well and should have no problem fitting into even a gentry family. Seems like just yesterday she was a baby, following me around clutching her favorite little doll. I'm fiercely proud of her, though, even though I worry she may have been pampered a bit too much. I wish her the best of luck as she now starts her own family. We began the questioning of prisoner 27 today. The warden tells us he was instructed to do so by one of the nobles currently in favor with the crown. He looks to have been a man of good learning and some standing. He broke down and cried like a baby after the iron was pressed into his chest. Knowing he will never be released, we need not take care to leave him whole. I am used to using water or a rack, something that would not leave a mark for such things. But here there is no purpose, no desire to convert a heathen or bring about repentance. Here, the punishment is only meant to cause as much pain as possible until death. A job is a job, and while I have no intention of taking it up with the warden, I still have reservations about what we do here. After all, we are still nominally employees of the crown. Getting paid to inflict pain on others, are we no different than common ruffians? Torturing people has become a daily routine, and there's no shortage of tools here. Whips, chains, iron maidens, Spanish boots, cages, spiders... even some I had never seen or heard of before coming here. I must admit that I am impressed at the ingenuity of the human mind, and the way that it creates such a myriad of ways to inflict pain upon another living being. But which is worse, those who think of such devices or those who use them? All those we torture beg us to kill them, but we instead keep them alive that they may suffer more. There is no rest for them, not now, not ever. Received a letter from Mum today. She says my brother is wanting to go to some fancy school in the East and needs money. Why he would want to go to such a place is beyond me. Imagine, a university graduate in our family. I wonder what Pa would think. I know she gets some money from my sister's family, but I'm sure she doesn't want to always be asking for handouts from her daughter. I want to help. I want to do as much as I can for my family. The mad woman in solitary confinement has died. If there is such a thing as fate, she must have been born under an unlucky star. She was a merchant's daughter whose hand had been promised to the heir of a wealthy family, but he had a change of heart and abandoned her. He eventually married a nobleman's daughter, and was adopted into the family which had no heir. She was brought here to keep her out of the public eyes. She kept the wedding dress she never got to wear until the day she died. I wonder, who is more insane, her or us? So it's talking about that, Mummy Bride that we fought a little bit ago. A strange rumor is making its rounds amongst the prisoners. The number of people who say they have seen a sign from God in the night sky is growing. None of the other guards believe there is such a thing, but such rumors are often a sign of trouble. I hope nothing happens. Torture, pain, and death. These fill the days of all who live here. I have come to envy those who quit living. Dear God, have mercy on my soul. I did not come here to become an executioner. I have pleaded with the warden to have pity at least on those suffering from illness, but he turned a deaf ear upon my pleas in the end. I think it's supposed to be just P-L-E-A-S there. In the end, there are only two things people care about: power and money. Those who have to use it, they who do not only suffer. I feel as if I am losing my mind. I can no longer bear to hear the screams of those trapped here. Could I help them, I would, but since I cannot, I do not wish to share their confinement a moment longer. Were it my choice, I would quit this place at once, but my family looks to me for support. Also, I cannot let Lord Webster, who found me this job, down. I must repay his confidence in me. The other guards say that I will grow used to it soon enough, that I should not let myself be affected by trivialities. Trivialities! Can't they not hear the screams? I understand now. They are as mad as any of the prisoners. That, then, is my fate. I, too, shall end up mad, just like them. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went into the house, and leaned his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? I am writing this having been awakened by gunshots in the middle of the night. There are screams of joy and anger throughout the building. We are being attacked by an armed band. Apparently the sign of God the prisoners have been discussing was actually a signal from people outside the prison plotting to aid their incarcerated friends. The freed prisoners are going mad, killing the guards and other staff. Their positions reverse, they flee for their lives but are hunted down, beaten, killed, even burned alive. I find a strange satisfaction in watching them, they who were so drunk on power and wealth, dying like insects at the hands of those they thought they were masters of. The mob is sure to make its way here in time. The time of my judgment is upon us. Do not grieve for me, dear sister. I will welcome them with open arms as a fellow sufferer and sinner. Even now I hear footsteps. They are just outside my door. Yeah, so basically this place used to be a prison before it was converted into a monastery. And they basically just captured whoever they want. People who knew too much, people they didn't like. Just locked them up here, tortured them, and killed them. Fun stuff.